of the NFL on EA Sports. Detroit Lions taking on Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions. We see Matthew Stafford, the one-time Georgia Bulldog, set to pilot the offense of the Detroit Lions.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got him there. That's Peterson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker even on that play emerged.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively, because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the throw over to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. When the holding penalty sets them back inside the 20 as they get going on this drive. Now Leonard Fournette. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down. The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 16 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, we know they've clinched a playoff spot, but there's plenty of football left to play. And I'm a proponent of continuing to do what you've done throughout the season, especially the teams that are heavy run teams. Because if you throttle back too early, you lose the rhythm with the run game, not just with the runner, but with the offensive line as well.
27 yards there, a 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Leonard Fournette, the ball.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Shotgun now for Brady. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 17-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Down left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Brady going to throw. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Brady's pass.
Chris Godwin with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead.
Lions suck up on for the point after.
An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Stafford on first down. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions nothing.
Here's Adrian Peterson in his 14th NFL season. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 32-yard line. It's a big run for AP. 56 yards on the ground. That last run, pretty monumental, Charles. He just toppled 15,000 career rushing yards.
And that just leads me to a question, and even before that, a tip of the cap. How about that accomplishment?
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Stafford. Completing it here, Marvin Jones. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down to Marvin Jones.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. It's hard to do because you see a guy cutting in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now he's got it. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 43 yards.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed as 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. They'll roll him out right. Looking for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
On the slant, this is Chark. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 12 more yards there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Brady to throw again. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Complete.
DJ Chark, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense, too.
That's a great point because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Jamal Agnew now to return. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Lions take over 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. Throw left side complete. It's Peterson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got a man, it's Amendola. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Lions. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, Stafford here. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This from 36 yards out. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
First and 10.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Kickoff for Detroit.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for, and take it. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Well, Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
First down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Taken down right at.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up
So second and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. DJ Chark with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
27-yard line.
And this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. A slant to Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Jones.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's another Detroit Lions.
On first down at Stafford. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
4 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
Play action. Stafford. They'll get this one to Galladay. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
13 more.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Buccaneers 21, Lions 10.
Stafford looks to throw again. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Adrian Peterson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points that gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First downs a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this one into the hands of DJ Chark. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now for him on the season, that is his 80th catch, and the result is a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That throw by Brady, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. Again for Evans. This time he's got it. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 42 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
11 more on that one, and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. All you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
The ball carrier,
Ronald Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Amendola catching it left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
30-yard line.
Stafford now to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. Swift. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
That's good.
That one a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Bananas Galladay complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Stafford. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. He's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now it's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Score, Buccaneers 28, Lions 18.